Hello and welcome back to the HQ of Speedynet, where the CEO, Mr. McDamage, is looking at the charts, the graphs and the tables with the numbers, the statistics and the profits that Speedynet is making. Just as I promised in the last video, we're gonna take a look at the numbers. So, now let's start out with the cash, right? Oh, big numbers. Oh, that's already a good sign. Especially over here. Plus 6 millions of euro bucks in the year 1853. Oh man, yeah, we're doing good, and I think that's even underestimating it, you know, that's understating it. We're doing freaking amazing. Now, this is all the income combined, but as you can see, our train income is growing rapidly. Our ship income is more or less stable, but that's to be expected. I mean, we've been only investing into our trains now, so this is a logical development in our profits. Over here we got our expenses, and they all seem to be pretty alright. Though, wait, hold on a second. How is it possible for us to only have 2,000 road expenses when, if we take a look at like one horse carriage, it costs 400 a year? How does that even work? I don't know really, but this is obviously skewed. I mean, this should be so much higher. Well, I don't know really. I mean, I'm not complaining. We're paying less for our vehicles than we should. I'm fine. Cool with me. So, well, over here you can also see, like, you know, construction. Bam! We're investing, and it shows that the more we construct, the more money we make. Oh yes. I mean, the other stuff is nice too. It also quite shows that we more or less spend each year the same amount on new vehicles. So, well, pretty interesting development, and well, you know, for the rest, it seems to be pretty alright. Wait, what? Loan interest. We still have a loan with 1.8 million. Yeah, about that. Time to repay it all, don't you think? Yeah, there we go. 1.6 million. Not as much as 1.8, but it's still plenty. Now, if we take a look at the infrastructure tab thing here. Yeah, basically here we get specified how much we pay upkeep for all the tracks and roads and all that stuff that we got. So, as we can see, we pay the most for a railway, closely followed by the signals on the railway. I mean, damn, they're expensive. And this is for each year. Wow. I didn't consider that. I mean, this is like 400,000 for just the trains alone. That means that, you know, the real train income without the train running costs is actually 1.3, 1.4 almost. Then the train running costs, which leaves like 1.2 odd millions for us. That's still a lot, but 1.2 isn't 1.8, so you can definitely see that there's a big chunk of operating costs attached to this. Very interesting this. We might need to take a look at this more often, I feel. Anyway, so these are the numbers. We've taken a look at them. Let's take a look at some more in-depth graphs, shall we? Operating profit, for example. Well, even though there are a few ups and downs in it, I think that we can safely discern that the general trend here is upwards. And as long as that is the case, yeah, that's pretty good, right? At least I think. Over here, I mean, the income graph is more or less equal. Same for the, let's see. What was it? The performance. No. Well, what is the performance actually? I mean, what is this rating? What is it based on? I guess it's over here. So, we're not doing well in the money department. I mean, we got 1.6. I mean, this is just a matter of time really before we will have this money. I mean, I'm not in the least worried about that. Then over here, profits. The profit of the vehicle with the lowest income. Only vehicles older than 2 years are considered. Yeah, this can be an issue because the way Speedynet works with the transferring vehicles, you know, that only transfer goods, they won't be making a lot of money, if any, at all. So, yeah, I don't think we'll ever get this to a 100%, but for the rest, they all seem to be pretty easy to get a 100% to. So, 811 out of 1,000. I mean, that is our rating. I think that's pretty good, actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, but this is like a grade of like an 8 out of a 10. I mean, that's pretty high, and it will get higher the richer we get. So I think it's not impossible to end with a 9 out of 10 grade for our company. Well, you know, when I was at school, man, I could only dream of those grades. No, not really. I mean, I'm very smart. I mean, that's why I'm chairman of Speedynet, alright? So, now, we've taken a look at the graphs. We can also take a more in-depth look at the distribution of profits amongst, like, our trains, for example. And here we can see that all the trains combined make as much profit as we saw over here. But we can also see that the fruit trains aren't that profitable at all. The grain ones only making a loss. But over here, this is where the big chunk of money comes from. 14 iron trains. Look at this. Wow. That's a lot. I mean, wow. 3 tons of profit, and we got multiple trains coming close to that number. That's pretty good, I must admit. That's freaking good, actually. Now, the fruit ones aren't doing so hot, but that's also because they were struck by that bug. And yes, I now call this a bug, because last time I was considering it a feature, as someone mentioned in the comments as well. It's a feature of the ×10 cargo patch mod GRF thing that's in the game, at least according to him. So, well, I went to trains and checked it out, because basically it was said that the trains would auto go to the depot if their weight was above the maximum allowed weight. There's 2 problems with it though. Well, one, I couldn't find the maximum weight, so there's no way for me to tell if they went over it, other than the trains just going horribly slow. The other problem with it is that, you know, I looked back some footage from when I was fiddling out how to resolve this bug, but empty trains were also sent to the depot, and that should not have happened according to that theory. Now, why am I calling it a bug? Again, it is because we have 3 trains again sent to the depot with the slower locomotives. I mean, 3 is not as bad as all of them, and this has been like after I changed all the locomotives. I never really did take a look at it again. So, I mean, if it's only 3, then it becomes manageable till we get better wagons and locomotives. Because with all the other wagon types, it doesn't happen. It's only with the open wagons. So, what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna send all of them away to continue on their merry journey on our track lines. Now, speaking about our track lines, let's go to those over here. Wait, why is this red? That's actually because, yeah, we are not doing so good with the local authority. Nope, we're not. I mean, this train line plowing through their forests and fields might not have been the best for our relationship, but, I mean, Sardingworth Falls, 500 pop. No, I don't think I'll worry that much. No, last time we also discovered that I had derped up over here with the train that was supposed to carry the farming supplies. Now, if you take a look, we can see that this train has 3 destinations, but there's a 4th station added over here for the grain farm. Now, I also want farm supplies over here. However, the thing is that well, you know, we need to add yet another destination, and with that it's gonna be quite a long while for this train. Say it goes over here, it then goes to the other 3 stations, then back over here. That's gonna take a very long time in between visits for this station. So I don't want just 3 wagons of farm supplies being delivered, so we're gonna have to well, you know, just lengthen up this train, enlarge it, so it can carry more farm supplies. And yeah, I'll just add this farm to the stops over here. Right, well, that was quick and easy. Now, once it is in the depot, I'll add more locomotives, more wagons, and that should be good. What we should be doing, however, as well, because that's another thing that I haven't done really, is add the horses to carry the farm supplies back to the farms, the actual farms over here. So, yeah, let's get ourselves some horses, shall we? Right, and that are all the horses that we need for now. Now, is this train already in the depot? It is. Right, very good. Now, let me add a few vehicles to this. And done. So, right now, it should have the right cargo capacity. And, yeah, you know, I mean, as of now, there aren't any farm supplies really, you know, in the loop over here. So we'll have to check back in on this later to see how the distribution comes along. We'll just have to leave it run its course, which is fine by me, because I want to check a few things over here in the iron network. Over here, it seems that we're now hauling all the wood, which is good. Oh man, yeah, too cheap word here. You know, rhyming in OpenTTD. Totally pointless. However, the thing that I kind of want to take a look at over here, because if we take a look at this station, there is an absolute iron ore mountain over here, and we got 4 trains going to this place. I think that might be a little bit overkill, so to say. I think that what we need to do over here really is just add, or not add more trains, but make longer trains, so that we can handle the amount of iron ore over here. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna send all these trains to the depot, and we are gonna enlarge them. That's the plan. So, yeah, I mean, look at this, 700 tons of iron ore. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, if we can get like 4 longer trains, then we might be able to deal with this. So, there you go. Now, what we also need to do is add more tracks to this place. And I know we got this beautiful setup here, but I'll build it again. For now, what we're going to be doing is we are going to enlarge this station as well. Right, and that is 4 trains changed over to be longer, more powerful and bigger in capacity. Now I know I forgot the one caboose, But really, I mean, once we're gonna fiddle around with this train in the future, then I'll change the caboose. For now, train 3 is special because it has the caboose at the wrong place. But hey, I mean, we're not telling him. So yeah, this is our new big station. Now, with all these larger trains, we are going to have more steel over here. Oh my goodness, there is already an absolute crap load of steel over here. Yeah, what are we gonna do about this, really? Well, I could add more steel trains, but to be honest, I'm not really sure whether or not that is the solution that we need. Because I don't really know if this is mounting up or if we are slowly but surely taking away all the steel. By the looks of it though, we are not slowly taking away all the steel, it's mounting up. So yeah, perhaps I should actually add one more steel train so that we can get rid of this massive mountain of metal over here. Wow, there is a lot of metal over here. Like literally a lot. I don't know really, I'm not really... Alright, I am kind of decided. No, I'm not. No. You know what, we'll leave that be for now. And if we come back and it's like way above 300, like in the 500 range, then we'll add a steel train. And then perhaps we'll also enlarge this station, if there is a need for it at that time. For now though, well, you know, basically, once we left off, you know, last video, we were transporting goods to the brewery, and it is making loads and loads, oh, and then even more loads of alcohol. Sweet whiskey. Oh, the liquor of the gods. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah, we are making a lot of it. And well, I think that we should take this to the hotels at some point once it's ready. But as you can see, for this brewery to fully kick into high gear, we also need manufacturing supplies. So if we take a look at like the product chain over here, balls, that was the wrong window. If we take a look at the product chain over here, you can see that the manufacturing supplies come from recycling plants, which we do not have, plastic plants, which we also do not have, because I mean they don't exist. It's not like we haven't hooked them up, they do not exist as of yet. Paper mills, but I mean whiskey in a paper, no. Metal workshop, canned whiskey. Oh man, canned vodka. No, that's only for the real budget stuff. Now what we need is glass. I mean bottles for the brewery, right? I think that's a pretty sound plan, so that's what we're gonna focus on next. Now, the glass comes from the glassworks, and this thing needs two things. It needs sand and it needs chemicals. Now, the sand comes from a quarry and a dredging site. I mean, a dredging site is basically an underwater quarry. Does exactly the same thing as the quarry, but it's on water. So, yeah, we need quarries and we need chemicals. Now, chemicals are made in a biorefinery, which are non-existent as of yet. Oil refineries, but I kind of don't want to mess around with those just yet, because I got plans for those later. But so the only thing really that's left that makes chemicals is a lime kiln. So well, let's take a look at this lime kiln then. A lime kiln needs coal. Well, I mean, we're familiar with that from real on. And it again needs quarries and dredging sites. So I see a beautiful combination of things here, you know, lime kiln, glassworks, quarries. I mean, quarries gonna play a key role in this. So yeah, that's pretty good actually. Now, how are we gonna set this up? Basically, I mean, what we need is we need glass bottles at the brewery. But I think it would be best to work from the bottom up. That is, from the coal mines and the quarries to the lime kiln, from the lime kiln to the glassworks, and from the glassworks to the brewery. There, that's the plan of action. So, now that we know what kinds of industries that we need for this, now how are we gonna call it? I mean, I think we're gonna call this brewery the Glen Damage Brewery. Yeah, where we make the finest single malt whiskey and vodka. I mean, as far as you can have single malt vodka, but that's another discussion. Now, yeah, let's take a look at the map and see where all these industries are located. We are here. Let's take a look at our industries. Big rainbow map. Yay! Yeah, let's disable all of this. Now, none. Now, what we need really is, first we need to find out where the lime kilns are. Okay. That's actually not that bad, really. I mean, well, actually, come to think of it, well, lime kilns are over there, but we also need to know where the glass works are. I mean, these are the real important things, and the glass works... Well, I must admit that this is not really that good, because we only have one glassworks close by. It's gonna be this one. There is no alternative, really. Further away, there's a massive ocean in between, and I know there's one there, which is also miles away. So, yeah, there really is no alternative. We are gonna have to use this one. Now, the lime kilns are relatively close by, so basically what I now want to know is where the quarries are. Quarries, come on. Man, this list is big. Ah, there. Oh. Oh. Oh, hello there. 6 quarries relatively close by. Actually not that close by, if I'm honest. I mean, it would have been better if they were grouped up, but they are big, as you can see. Let's take a look at one of these quarries, right? This is a quarry. Now, the good thing is it produces 2 types, and since we are gonna need both, basically, you can see this as a 180 ton producing node. 180 tons is a lot, and usually, you know, with like, if this was only producing like, I don't know, 32 tons or something, this would not be worth hooking up. But since it's producing 180 tons, it's definitely worth hooking up. You, 140, also worth hooking up. You, you're a little bit meh, if I'm honest. You, also meh. And you, McQuarrie, you're alright, you're worth hooking up. And this one's a real question mark. I mean, this is only 100 tons, really. And on the other hand, it is really close to this place over here. So we might be able to just use this station, but this is... yeah, alright, that's for later on. Now the other thing, I mean, since we're gonna start from the bottom up, we know we have the quarries close by. Or relatively close, but they all need to be hooked up separately, it seems like. At least that's based on where the quarries are. We now need to know where the coal mines are. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, gift from the heavens. Oh, well, actually, it's been here for a long time. 3 years. 4 years exactly, but... 6 coal mines, look at this, a cluster of them. I mean, there's another cluster over there, but this, right? Oh man, it's really close to our area of future operation. Wow, this is amazing, really. Right, so, good. Oh man, this is really, really good. I am... really, oh man. So how are we gonna do this? We need to bring the coal to the lime kiln. Let's start out with that actually. So we're gonna have a station over here, and then we're gonna have like a station over here, and then another one over here, I think. Somewhere over here. Actually, it would be best if this station would be like in between the quarry, the coal mines over here. And then we'd have another one for these 4, and this one must... maybe it's close enough for road vehicles. And if not, well, I actually hope it is, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna do this with the road vehicles. Screw it if it's a little bit of a long distance. I'm just gonna do it. Road vehicles for the win. So, well, this is amazingly good news. Right then, well, I think that we got some track building to do. But before we do that, because this is hard pack and all that, and we cannot just terraform the crap out of everywhere, I do want to take a look at the height levels of the terrain. Now, I know that this is where our station is. Let's take a look. So, this area is the area of interest. They're both actually relatively high. Looking at it, I mean, they both seem to be on a hill of sorts. Really, I mean, this color is more or less this level over here. So basically, I could have a track go and be all on the same level. Then I believe the other coal mines and the quarry. I set a station over here, didn't I? But look at it, this is a lot lower actually. What I would really want is for the station to be over there. Right, well, I think I know what we have to do. So yeah, let us start with the building, right? What? What? I see. This is the Japanese equivalent of a radio mast. So annoying, really. But, yeah, alright. I mean, what are we gonna do, right? I know what we can do, actually. Oh, I actually got a very good plan for this. Nice, alright. I know what we can do. So, we'll just build around it. And, yeah, this time we will build something for real. well, if we take a look over here, this is our very first train line over here. However, there is nothing to transport yet, so I won't make any trains just yet. But I think that with the new station mod, I think that this is the perfect solution for this radio tower, or a Japanese shack, also known as radio tower. I mean, just build the station around it. It doesn't even look ugly. I mean, I think it looks just fine. Though I don't want to be this farmer who lives now in between a mineral unloading station. But hey, if you don't want to move, that's what you gotta live with. Speedynet is unstoppable. Now, we still need to hook up all the coal mines over here. So let's start out with that. Well, I think we got the right amount of vehicles for each coal mine, and look at this, man. I mean, this one's hyper. hyper. Oh man, anyway, so yeah, I think right now would be the perfect moment to get ourselves a train, right? So, yeah, let's get our first coal train then. There, and it is now a fact. We got ourselves our very first coal line in operation. Now, we could also start getting sand and all that, but I want to make different trains for the sand and the stone. And, you know, just the one quarry, I don't think that is really enough for all the sand and the stone. So yes, though on the other hand, what we could do, of course, is just combine that in this one train. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. So yeah, let's get this quarry hooked up there as well. You'd need the stone, right? I mean, that should already increase the production of this lime kiln quite good. So yeah, let's hook up the quarry. Right, well, we got the stones going over there. I think you need to go to the depot and we'll make you a full-grown train straight away. I mean, there is already more coal for you than you could have taken right now anyway. So, yeah, I think it's about time that we enlarge you already. I mean, you haven't even made one full haul and already you are not big enough. So, let's enlarge this one. There, and that should do it. Now, of course, I'm very curious to how much money this train will make, so we will follow this on this nice big screen over here and see how it does in terms of money. But in the meantime, one thing that I haven't checked, or at least, well, you don't really know, but I do know, That is the cargo payment rates for coal and stone and how they develop over time. So if we disable all of this, take a look at coal, see, it's flat right at the start. And for stone, and sand for that matter, it won't be that much different, see? And where's the stone? There. See, they're more or less all equal. That means that I don't really need this faster train. Well, actually I do, because the others aren't really that good of alternatives. So, but you know, later on when we got more choices of locomotives, I could get away with not using the fastest locomotive for this, well, you know, group of cargo, this cargo type really. So, you know, that's just a thing to keep in mind. It is definitely a different development than, say for example, fruit. See? Wow. Yeah, definitely a steep decline. I mean, this always needs the fastest train. Doesn't need to be the strongest, but it needs to be the fastest. So, there. Having said that, yeah, let us see how much this train's gonna make us. It's probably not that much actually, because it's coal and it's close by. But what this kiln produces, that should be the real deal, really. So... okay, it isn't much indeed. But soon there will also be stone, so my guess is that if it's full, 5 grand at the most. Then again, it does that really quick, so it's not that bad I guess, but still, yeah, not that impressive at all. Now, we do have the other 2 coal mines over here, so why don't we hook those up to our new piece of network over here, right? Right, and that is all the horses done. However, as you can see, yeah, this distance, it is actually a little bit too far away. But for now, that is a bit of an issue. I don't think we'll be making that much profit from just this stone and coal transportation endeavor, but later on, when we have faster horses or actual vehicles instead of horses, this will become profitable as we need less and less vehicles and they go faster. For now though, I'm fully well aware that this distance is too long, but we'll just have to cope with it. I think it's time for a train, don't you think? I mean, we got 2 mines and a stone pit, so we might as well get ourselves a train now. So, well, 2 trains we got now on this very busy line, and wow, already we do not have enough capacity for all the coal that we're getting. I think that is mainly due to, this oh man, 162 tons of coal. That is absolutely bonkers. In fact, I think we might have undermanned all of these stations and we just need a lot more horses. So yeah, let's get those. Right, that's a lot more horses. I think it would only make sense if we then also add another train to this station, right? I mean, just the 1 train, I don't think it's gonna be enough, really. So, we will just simply clone this 1 train as well over here. Right, there. And that should be at least enough to take care of the majority of cargo that we got. We might, however, still need more capacity for the coal that's lying over here. Because clearly, we do not have enough capacity for the coal. So, yeah, that's definitely a thing I need to keep in mind. Now, this, I think it will all be nice and dandy. And look! 98,000 liters of chemicals are we making already. That's pretty good. This can all go towards our glassworks, which is over here. However, that will be a while, because right now I first want to kind of balance this out over here, you know, see how many trains we need and how many vehicles we need exactly. Then we can think about the next step, really, and that would indeed be going towards this glassworks and therefore hooking up all the quarries, really, because we also need sand towards the glassworks and not just the stones only. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more work coming up for this. Well, right now it's a new separate network, but soon it will all be joined up and yeah, it will be part of the big network. But yeah, that is all for later, because yeah, I think right now would be an excellent time to say, join me next time when we will find out if the farm supplies are actually working out and if the production has doubled or not. So see you then.